All right, so I'm leaving Nike now, and I gotta say, guys, it has been quite the morning. And when I say quite the morning, let's just say it ain't fun being charged on your account 3 different times for something that you're not even gonna receive. And then on top of that, you have to literally physically go inside the store just to get the item. That's pretty much what just happened this morning. But the good guys over there at Nike, they looked out for me. They helped me out a lot. So definitely appreciative of that. About to go home, bust these shoes out the box and get a closer look at them. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is you guys are watching this video. Track stepping back at y'all with another one. Thank you for tuning in to 808s and Kicks. So we are back here in the sneaker room, and yeah, Nike came through. Definitely came through. I gotta say, it's not often that I pick up from Nike. You know, I got a Nike that's literally like 10 minutes up the street from me. One of those Nike stores. They do get certain releases and stuff, but it's not consistent like other locations that I get my sneakers from, like Finish Line, Foot Locker, stuff like that. Why, I don't know. Probably because I guess you could say I'm not like in a major big city where I live at currently. But anyway, yeah, I'm so glad that they came through, because it was crazy, guys. Like, just a quick rundown. Like, I was getting all these different charges on my PayPal account this morning because I was trying to go the lazy route and just get stuff offline instead of me having to take a trip. But yeah, man, one thing led to another. Had to call them, get it situated, got it fixed and all that. Nike had these in stock. First come, first serve. Went over there, was able to snatch a pair up, and the rest is history, and here we are. So today, the Air Jordan 4 Fears released today. As you guys see, you know, this box, if you are familiar with the Air Jordan Fear pack, last year we got the Air Jordan Fear 3s, Air Jordan 3 Fears. And that box the design was very similar to this, except it had the orange Jumpman on the box. I'll pull them out right quick just to give you guys a quick look at them. All right, here we are. So this is the Air Jordan 3s Fear, and as you see the difference, you got your orange Jumpman, and of course you have here your white Jumpman, and like how a lot of those Jordan boxes have the flight on it, you know, just a little differences and stuff. I just realized something else too. So I guess with the Air Jordan 3s, it had like the elephant print marks all around it. Whereas in the Jordan 4s, you got like your little cement spackles around it. You know, similarities and differences all in its own. Not bad. Let me put these out the way. But yeah, I picked up the Air Jordan 4 Fear pack Fear today. I got these in a size 9, guys, and I gotta say, when you get in Air Jordan 4s, those of you that have been wearing a lot of Jordans like that, you know, you got to get these true to size. For some, they say, a lot of people say that Jordan 4s are very uncomfortable on their feet until they break them in. Me personally, maybe it's just me, I never really have had that problem. A couple of Air Jordan 4s I've worn maybe have seemed a bit stiff fresh out the box, and then after I wear them a little bit, it seems fine. But in terms of comfort and stuff, I personally have never had that issue. But it's a lot of people out there that do talk about comfort and stuff like that when they first get a fresh pair of kicks. So I do recommend getting these true to size if you are interested in buying you a pair of Air Jordan 4s. Not even just the Fears, but any other pair of Air Jordan 4s. But let's bust these bad boys out the box. All right, guys. All right, here we have them fresh out the box. And I will say, when you first open these up fresh out the box, they have both shoes individually wrapped. Now, a lot of times when you have shoes wrapped like that, that's because they don't want the dye that they use in the fabric, like, you know, it could be suede or nubuck or whatever. They don't want the dye to be like leaking off, or I guess, you know what I'm saying, rubbing off into the other sneaker. A good example of that, if you are familiar with the Air Jordan 5 Toros, or should I say the Raging Bulls, those shoes, you know, they got those wrapped up pretty good as well. Actually, one of my pairs that I have, some of the you can see some of the dye getting on like the paper inside of the sneaker. I mean, inside of the box, like the little red dye getting on there. So that's just something to be mindful about. Keep in mind. Also, I noticed that they have this little protective paper on top of the on top of the tongues. Just set that aside for now because it will be going back on there after I'm done with this review. Yeah, they had that on top of the tongues too. Pretty clean, very clean looking sneaker in my opinion. What's crazy is, so when I went online early, when I was trying to do my lazy boy thing, just ordering the sneakers offline instead of having to physically go to the store, a lot of places still had these in stock. It was a lot of places that had like full size runs of these. Finish Line on their app, it was almost any size you needed, they still had it in stock. On the Nike Sneakers app, after the release, it wasn't allowing me to go in there and purchase it, but when I went on the actual Nike app itself, crazy amount of sizes that were available. That's how I found out that they was doing that. The store over here by my house had them in stock, because when you do a checkout option, it gives you the option to get them shipped to you or pick up in store if there's a store location next to you. And sure enough, they had a full size run of these in the Nike store that I went to earlier today as well. I don't know, which is crazy. Like, you know, it was a question that I had a few videos back about the you know, Air Jordan 4s and hype on certain sneakers and stuff. And I don't know, I'm thinking that the hype is still there for Air Jordan 4s. The thing is, we just had a shock drop for the Air Jordan 3 Air Jordan Black Cement 3s, like what, 2 days ago? And you got all this heat dropping this holiday season. Like, we're not even in December just yet, guys. So people ain't got money like that. You know, not everybody's balling that they can buy a pair of sneakers every weekend. You know, me, myself, I'm not. I have to literally set up a budget just so I can get my sneakers on a daily and present these videos to you guys. You know, that's just my assumption. I don't know what everybody's finances is, but if I was a betting man, you have holiday season coming up. You got people that want to buy Christmas gifts and stuff like that for their family, for their kids or whatnot. And you got all these crazy, you got this crazy amount of pair of sneakers that's dropping so much this season. Like, we have these that just dropped. You got the Black Cement 3s that's getting ready to drop soon. You have the Columbia 11s. Like, yeah, the list goes on, guys. Back on topic with things. These are the Air Jordan 4 Fears. This originally came out in the pack, I want to say in 2013. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. I want to say 2013 or 2012 maybe. But this came out in the pack. It was a pair of 3s, of 4s, and it was a pair of the 5s, all in the pack, all in the Fear pack. Yeah, I didn't get those back then. Fast forward, last year I got the Air Jordan 3 Fears that they re-released. Now we got the 4s, and I'm dang sure looking forward to the 5s. If they already gave us the 3s and now they just gave us the 4s, they have to be giving us the 5s this coming year. You know, same time around next year. It's got to be. You know, I mean, it would only make sense for Nike to give us that, guys. That's just my opinion. I'm hoping that they stick to the plan. You know, then again, anything can change because Nike do what Nike do for only the, you know, because they can do it. Nike can do whatever they want to do, right? That's just them. But moving right along, back onto these sneakers. One thing that I did want to point out, with this box, it has a little writing on it, and even on the paper it has the writing on it. It's a quote that was said by Jordan himself. I'm scared of what I won't become. You are scared, and you're scared of what I can become. So or what I will become. So I'm gonna say that again. Let me say this the right way. I'm scared of what I won't become, and you're scared of what I will become. That's quite the saying, guys. That's quite the saying. You know, especially when you look at Jordan and his competitive nature. You know, it's just, ooh, man. it's a phrase that can give you goosebumps. You know. But jumping right into the sneaker, we have here these. It's so many different tones going on. You got your black, you got your gray, and your light gray. You know. Yeah, you know, we have a lot going on here. All right, so let's start off and look here. We got the toe box, right? You have like your two tones. You have your light gray and you have your dark gray. This material is, I'm not gonna sit up here and say this is just so soft, guys. Like, tapping on it right now, you see it's not like extremely soft. When you wear these, the toe box will crease. Now my question is, how bad will it crease? I think, in my opinion, you guys can correct me in the comment box. When you do wear these, and if you don't have a force fit in these, it might crease pretty well. You know, I don't think it's gonna be horrible, but the creases would definitely be noticeable on a toe box here if you're not wearing a force field. So just keep that in mind. So here we have on the midsole, you got your gray with your speckles, like splatters of white paint in it, as you see here. And if you move toward the back, the heels got the same thing going on. It's like a darker gray. You know, if you look here, it's light, and then you look there, it's a little bit of a dark gray. I mean, darker color, almost like a black with that air bubble in the midsole. And of course, it still got the speckles, those splatters of white paint all around it. Moving up on the shoe, it wouldn't be an Air Jordan 4 without that netting all around it, right? And I gotta say, just feeling this netting, it doesn't feel cheaply. It doesn't feel like the material they used is cheap. It actually feels really, really nice, guys. You got the same thing going on here on the tongue and in the inside of the shoe here. Yeah, that netting, you know, and while it may not matter to some, to me, it actually feels really, really nice. Really nice. On the tongue, of course, since we're talking about it, you got your Air Jordan Jumpman sign, and it says Flight underneath it, you know, like most Jordans do. Back of the shoe, on the back of the heel, you have just a white Jumpman, and you got your little tab, pull tab here. Now I will say this, guys, this doesn't have the Nike Air on the back. Why? Because it doesn't need it. It does not need it. I'm glad that they kept it just with the Jumpman. They didn't, Jordan brand didn't switch nothing up. I love how they did it exactly how it is. Now, let's jump to the bottom of the shoe. Now, one thing I'm gonna point out and say is this. You see how crisp and white that sole of that shoe is? Look at that. You already know what's gonna happen when you take these out and you put them on, and as soon as that bad boy hit the ground, the bottom of that sole is gonna be dirtied up. Now, I will say this. Some people like myself that's real funny with getting their sneakers dirty. Well, I'm not gonna say we're getting them dirty, but just taking care of them and try to, you know, keep them looking as good as you can for as long as you can. Somebody like me, I probably would, just because it's an all white bottom, I probably would use a sole protector, you know, but that's just me being a little extra with it. You know, obviously, you know, the bottom of the shoe is gonna get dirty regardless, but that's just me putting a sole protector on it because I'm just funny like that when it comes to taking care of my sneakers, you know? Plain and simple. But with all that talking, let's take a closer look at these bad boys. Originally released in a pack that consisted of a pair of Jordan 3s, 4s, and 5s, this year Jordan Brand decided to bring back and give us the Air Jordan 4 Fear. With many hints of white, gray, and a little bit of black all around the shoe, this shoe is definitely one that is made to go with plenty of outfits. So what do you guys think? Are you a fan? Or will you pass on this pair of sneakers? Let me know what you guys think. Alright guys, alright, there you have it. A look at the Air Jordan 4 Fear 2024 edition. You know, these were not hard at all to get, even with my little mix up I had with my PayPal account this morning, you know, but yeah, these were not hard at all to get. If you wanted to double up on these, you should not have a problem being able to double up on them. Like I said, these sneakers are available in many places, more places than one. Me personally, I didn't feel the need to double up on these. Most of the time when I'm doubling up on a pair of sneakers, excuse me, I was like a piece of glue on this shoe. Most of the time when I'm doubling up on a pair of sneakers, just me personally, my personal preference, is usually like an OG pair of sneakers and stuff. So say like the Jordan 8 playoffs, I did double up on those. The military blue 4s, I tripled up on those bad boys, believe it or not. Lost and Founds, I got multiple pairs of those. OG colors, I have to double up on, you know, even though we see those a lot. I'm the type of person, I like to be able to wear, you know, that sneaker a lot, and then when I wear that bad boy out, I got another one on standby that I can easily pull out the box. But definitely know what you guys think of these. Did you go for a pair of these? Did you decide that you just didn't want these, you wanted to pass up on them because maybe you bought maybe you hit on the shock drop the other day for a pair of the Black Cement 3s, or maybe you're saving up so you could get the pair of Black Cement 3s that's releasing pretty soon. And yeah, you know, definitely let me know what's going on with you guys. I would love to hear from you guys. You know, it's always nice to hear from you guys, and I try my best to respond to each and every comment that I see when I get a comment popping up on any of my videos. But I'm gonna ask because I need to, I want to, and I love to. If you guys can, underneath the video, there's a little button that says subscribe. Yes, underneath there is free. I like free. Who doesn't like free? It doesn't, and free doesn't cost a thing, right? I am on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and the only way I can get there is through you guys. One subscribe, one day at a time. I'm slowly but surely getting there, and you know what? It's gonna be because of you guys that I get there. You know, that's just like a little small accomplishment that I'm trying to accomplish. You know, and I'm slowly getting there, guys. And I thank all you guys for rocking with me, showing the support, and just showing all the love and everything that you guys have been giving me throughout this whole journey of me just making all these YouTube videos and everything that I've been dealing with and going through. And I just want to say thank you all that's been there. You know, I love my day ones, you know, definitely. But other than that, we're going to wrap this bad boy up. Stay blessed, stay fresh. Love your loved ones like it's no tomorrow. Until then, I will see you all very, very soon on the next one. Peace.